Hello, this is Pagan MC, and welcome back to the next episode. I hope everyone's had a very good Christmas. It was alright. Just myself at home. Gonna spend it on TeamSpeak with a few views that are probably watching this at the moment. We have a new neighbour just over at the back there. First things first though, I want to get down this Christmas tree. Time for a dodgy time lapse. And that's the tree all gone. Gone for another year. I turned off the block swapper for the beacon, so it's just permanently stuck on purple at the moment. I don't know whether to leave it in or not. I know not everyone's a fan of having beacons around new spawn permanently on. Obviously there's differences for City Hall and stuff like that. But no, thank you very much for Poppy giving me a hand, as you might have saw on that time lapse. So when I was taking some of the diamond blocks off, they were like popping off, you know, and you can't always catch them. So then when I came down here, there was like just diamond blocks and gold blocks, and it's like, oh holy crap. It's not like it's cobblestone, it's freaking diamond blocks. So yeah, I did that little dirt ring around it, and yeah, Poppy gave me a hand. I actually had a relatively long list of things I wanted to do this episode. I think it is going to be more of a show and tell rather than actually, well, I've done a little bit. First thing I wanted to not address but bring up. Some of you might have seen the Reddit post, I know in our Skype chat, that I have installed I call it an anti-griefing. It's called an anti-griefing plugin. It probably gives it a much harsher term than what it actually is. It just logs when blocks are broke, placed, chests opened, things taken out of chests, all leaves back. It just logs that kind of stuff. We've had a few things being changed on the server, or things going wrong, signs being placed, whatever, that should not have been changed, or were not exactly the nicest of things to happen. And whether some of these might have been meant as some sort of ill-fated joke, or the other person, I don't know, we didn't maybe get the joke. I don't know. But, yeah, we've had that installed now. So that logs all data for stuff like that. Just something myself and Badge can access if needed to. I'm hoping there shouldn't be any need to. If no more things are changed that aren't yours, or no more horrible signs are left. Something I put on the Reddit, and everything. I think it's quite good advice. Something I've always liked to stick by. If you want to do something, if you're maybe not willing to put... Oh, it's not raining. If you're not willing to put a sign and put your name that you have done that, if you don't want to do that, you maybe shouldn't be doing it. As a few times I've changed stuff on the server, especially more towards our old spawn, and I've put my name on it. I think it's important if something has changed to put your name on it. So even if, for whatever reason, even if it's someone's build and you've had to make an emergency something, like when the skeleton spawner stopped working and it started causing horrendous lag with its sorting system, I instantly, disabled it and put my name up and put my sign up of who did it. So I guess anyone comes along later and something is bust, they know. You can sort it out then. It's horrible not knowing if something has gone wrong, or like JT's present. There's there's a few different things that have happened quite close together that made me think, but never know, did someone accidentally set it off? Did a mob somehow spawn and go into it? We'll never know. And we've got a few things of those suspicions of never knowing, where now we will. We can find out what did it. As it tracks stuff like entities and mobs, and whether they access stuff or not. So that would be quite nice for all those little things that happen and you don't know. This is currently New Year. Well, New Year's Eve, I should say. And this is really dizzy. Am I up one more? I am. Wait, this is JT's apartment block. So yeah, this is New Year. And Ulva is streaming for New Year, which at some point I'll be joining that TeamSpeak. This is my apartment block in JT's wonderful establishment. I actually do have a flat already worked out for this. Well, I have a design on my creative server. But I just wanted to give a bit of review as well for the glorious badge faces of New Spawn. It's certainly coming on very nice indeed. Bit of a slow start we had. Bit of a slow start. New Spawn kicking off, but it certainly seems to be getting there. I did want to have a check out. Welcome back. Is Pyroid said he's done a... Are those note blocks? Oh, it's Mr. Jackaroo, I think, is working on something. Okay. I shall run away and leave him to what he's doing. Mr. Pywood mentioned earlier he'd put a close-up map of New Spawn. Oh, that looks well mint. I really like that. Is Pyro on at the moment? He's not. Oh, I like that you can see the spawn chunks. But same again, you're allowed to build in this, please build in the spawn chunks. I was only there for... It was just like entities. Like, build as free as you want. Just then don't have a massive sorting system with 500 hoppers and 1,000 bloody work, whatever it may be. You get the drift what I mean anyway. But wow. This looks really good. I like Ulva's little... oh, my Christmas tree's still up. Oh, look. He must have done this as I was taking it down. Yeah, because you can see the wood. And that was totally covered in and I had the glass. Oh, so that's quite cool. So I know exactly when he did this. Oh, and you can see the... Well, we've got a potential path. Come for Jack's. Oh, keys. Mine. Poppy's. And then Ulva has her own little one. Anyway, what did I want to show today is... Now that we do have this new... Like, block locking thing. Hi, Ulva. Hello. Howdy. I've always kept Dickbutt. Well, a few of you know where it is. A few of us have done things over there. I've always kept it a closely guarded secret. Because, as much as some of us get on here, we've had only a couple of people who Well, perhaps a bit dodgy, to say the least. So, I've kept Dickbutt a closely guarded secret as to where it is. Hoping that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Because, well, anyone messes with them, yourself and Badge can find out. Made it very clear in the past, if you always want to prank me, please don't prank me, Dickbutt. Anyway, I'm working on making it a bit more user-friendly. As the rail system... Oh, I've set my spawn over there, so I'm using the quick way in the end to get over there. I've set my spawn over there. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. So I'm currently revamping it. And I'm going to move my portal and stuff. And I'm going to put a little glass walkway. Because I think quite a few have expressed an interest in not building a map, but just want to see them. And say there's maps done by Poppy, by Key, myself. Boop. So this is what I've been working on today. Vastly different to what it used to be. Is that sun going down or not? That you might have seen the map I did for Poppy. Is over there. That sun's going down, isn't it? Alright. I'll have to do a jump cut at some point. So yeah, I've been working on new test Mr. Snowman. Hello, Mr. Snowman. He's produced so many snow blocks. Got a bit of a sore ass, haven't you, Mr. Snowman? So yeah, I've been working on new storage systems for all the wool. I think it's Red I've got the most of at the moment. So I'll do an episode when I get this up and running. I'm going to move this portal up above. I don't have a map in that corner. So I'll put the portal up there and glass walkways that won't affect the maps. But you can go and have a look at them. The one warning I'm going to put though. And let's see how this is when I try and go over it. Oh, I'm going to turn away. Because there's someone's map there that someone got for Christmas. And I have no idea if that person... I think they have done. I'm sure they've showed the map off. But just in case they haven't. Just turn my back. Now I have my sheep farm over here. And bear in mind, I need a lot of wool. So this is more of a, you can come over here if you want. But bear in mind, if you have maybe a slightly low powered computer, you may be lucky if you get... Oh, there was another map there. Right. 3 FPS. I'm going to start dropping soon. But this is where I do get all the wool from. Okay. And that's going to be it. I'm going to run away. As I generally do not come here if there's a few people on the server. I've checked console and it doesn't actually do that bad on the server. But to be polite to everyone, and I'm totally giving away that map. So anyway, I'm going to open this up. It comes off, would be the south tunnel. So I'm not going to, I've got a rail line hidden at the bottom of the nether. So I'm not going to move that because that runs for the straight length. So I'll put a little thing going up to the south tunnel. I'll work with Pyro. I'll check with Pyro because I know he's the boss of the south tunnel. Yeah, I don't have a few jobs, but I don't appear to be able to get them done. Now, I'm going to wait till day and quickly show you Poppy's map. Boo boo! Day at last. Oh, the bloody creepers. I love that. It's nice that we're not on Spigot anymore, we're on to Craft Bucket, but friggin' hell, the mob spawning is just... Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a single player. Forgotten how bad it actually is. I know this is Poppy's map that I did for her. I used a program called Spritecraft. It's not designed for making maps, it's designed for making pixel art. And after a lot of jiggery pokery, I was able to get it to produce kind of the image I want. So I'm really happy with this. Hello, bunny rabbit. I get animals that were spawning on this grass. Because a lot of the time there's only me on the server, and this was the only grass that kind of would have been loaded at the time. I was getting pigs and cows and everything. So 256 by 256. Yeah, I think this is my... I'm still always... I'll have a soft spot for Dickbot. But I'm very happy with this map, how it turned out. It was the right pain in the ass to do. I ended up having to... That Spritecraft, you can get a schematic from it. And I pasted that onto... I set up a secret server, like on my own server. But only I could access. And I had it pasted and I had my other account on there. I had that gridded out. I produced this gridded out. And then would just float above each cell. And just copy it block by block. By block. By block. By block. Anyway. The thing I want to work on now. I always thought about doing a 2x2 when I've done it. And now I want to do a 2x3. Or 3x2. Which is going to be over here. Welcome back. And doing this, I think I talked about this before, doing the lava over the seafloor works a treat. The only thing I need to do though is I put the grid in afterwards. You can see the end of the grid here poking out. I should do the grid first and then lava over the top of it. I think is the way to go. Ooh. But yeah, the main thing I want to do to open this up for people to come and have a look. So it's not going to be open to build. Maybe it sounds like a dick, but there's still the area where I'm working. I need to get all these rain lines set up though. The amount of times when there's been mean Poppy over Kyova or Jackaroo. Oh shit. On this... I forgot I had to take this out. Okay. It's things like this I need to redo. Which, when I used to have the maps like this, it was fine. I could put the minecarts underneath. But for those maps, I don't know how to do it. Other than putting the minecart tracks under the maps. Which wouldn't be that hard to do. With some glass, some slime blocks to get rid of the water. It could work out well. This should take me all the way back. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on this and ferrying all my supplies over. So, wait until we get back. I think I'm going to sign up the video. Oh, there we go. I do have a long list of stuff to do, just never seem to materialise to get that done today. So I'm going to leave it here. Next episode, I think I'm going to open this up. I'm going to work on getting the storage fixed, get that portal moved up, and I will connect it to the south tunnel for people to come and have a look if they want to. Anyway, hope everyone has a very good new year, and I'll see you all next year. Bye bye. Or this year, if you're watching it when it's already the new year. You get what I mean? Bye.